We had invited you here so that you can get the update with regard to the report of the work that has been done so far by the high-level panel on assessment of key legislation and acceleration of fundamental change. And this is a panel that was established last year, January, by the Speakers Forum, which is constituted of all the speakers from various provinces. Chairperson of the panel, former President Kgalema Motlanthe, today presented a very key report on the progress that has been done by the panel thus far. So without any waste of time, I'm going to give to the Speaker of the National Assembly.
We are having our usual Speakers Forum meeting. And as you know, we did come out publicly in January 2016 to say we were forming this high-level panel that would look into the impact of legislation that had been passed, key legislation, because obviously we can't deal with all single pieces of legislation since 20 years ago when we started with the present constitutional dispensation. But we, this morning, are very happy to receive the preliminary report from the panel led by former President Motlanthe, who will himself address you briefly, because it's not our intention to try and pretend we are done with the work of the panel. In fact, we were at pains to see whether they couldn't enrich some of the work that we are doing as a country, as a legislative sector, within the context of revisiting policy and enriching and improving how we can further continue with better delivery of services to people. But we have agreed that we should allow the panel to finish its work because there are still very, very critical areas of the work of the panel to make sure that the final report is on the basis of very good scientific considerations and recommendations from further processes that it would be, all the work would be put under.
Well, today's report presented to the Speakers Forum was really it's a process report to indicate that we, as a panel, have completed the outreach programs to all the provinces, and that we've received written submissions from key stakeholders on a number of legislative issues, and also to indicate to the Speakers Forum that we are now armed with all these tomes and tomes of information and reports, and we now, as a panel, are really getting our teeth into these issues. The approach of the panel is that we must present an evidence-based report which would be properly referenced. The process we're entering, this is what we explained to the Speakers Forum, is one of real hard work of going through each and every scrap of input and the audiovisual as well as recorded conversations from the round tables and submissions, and organize that information in a report that we will present to the Speakers Forum by end of July.